Greetings, schools, and welcome back. Today we're exploring a show called Monsters, a syndicated series from 1988 by Tales from the Dark Side producer Richard P. Rubenstein. Since this is the first episode of Monsters I'm covering on my channel, I want it to be memorable. So I decided to pick one that stuck out to me. Disclaimer, I haven't gotten around to watching all of the episodes yet, but I sure love this one. Tonight's tale is titled Satan in the Suburbs. It stuck out to me for a couple of reasons. Let's get into it, shall we? We meet a single mother named Xantippe Fincher, desperately struggling to keep her home afloat. She's a writer and small business owner. She runs a cookie shop out of her home. The problem is she owes a ton of money. Her electricity will be shut off any day now. Her phone rings off the hook with collectors, and there's a knock at the door, who she assumes is another bill collector. And someone burns a hole through the door and enters. It's Mr. Big! No, it's just Chris Noth, a decade before Sex and the City first aired.
You're Xantippe Bullock Fincher, suburban widow, valiantly trying to make ends meet, who will one day panhandle on Manhattan's Lower East Side. Mother of Martin Bullock Fincher, age 10, who will one day weigh 412 pounds.
I cackled a lot at this. No wonder Mr. Big was such a putz to carry. He was the devil. Xantippe quickly realizes who the man is. The devil. She begs him to leave. The devil tells her he isn't interested in her soul. He already won it in a bet with his boss, Lucifer. The devil tells her that he's going to be staying with Xantippe until she ghostwrites his memoirs. She isn't interested, but he promises her a way out of her problems. He can magically poof things into existence. She still refuses. He makes it clear it isn't a choice. So they have dinner, and the devil makes friends with Marty, her son. Marty is impressed when the devil poofs a nice steak onto their plates.
Wow!
Red meat makes me mean.
Do you live in hell?
Yeah.
Is it stinky and smelly? And do people writhe all the time and groan and moan and cackle? And is it hot?
Yeah.
Cool.
Poor Xantippe has her hands full. She feels she's being taken advantage of. She wants to know what she's getting out of the deal. The lights turn off. She never paid the electricity. The devil takes care of it with a snap. He sets a romantic mood and asks for a dance. She takes his hand and becomes a devil fit with a sexy red dress. She doesn't want to be part of the devilhood. He tells her that unfortunately it's too late. She now has all of the new appliances and material things she could want. Her son is a devil too. The devil and Marty punish Marty's teacher for being mean with their devil powers. Xantippe has had more than enough with the whole abrasive devil living in her house thing and tells him she's not writing his stinkin' memoir. This doesn't go great. He transforms into a horrible devil-faced spook man and yells at her to comply. His book has to be published before midnight or he will get demoted. She tells him if he needs it done so bad, he will have to write it himself. So what does he do? He starts chugging booze and writing for review. She offers to help him with the book, if and only if he will undevil her and her son. She doesn't get a favorable response, so she wants to talk to Lucifer directly. When he gets lippy, she transforms into her devil form. She talks to the boss, they reach an agreement. She starts helping him write. She asks probing questions to get down to the root of what made him a devil.
Did you go straight to hell?
Oh, no. First you gotta go through the showers. See, the she-devils, they rub you all over with porcupine loofahs. Then you go into a vinegar shower. Makes you mean. Do I regret being a devil? It ain't easy.
She completes the book, then goes to see her son. Her son cracks open a beer and gets testy with his devil eyes. The 80s were a fun time. The published, completed book shoots in through the slot in the door.
You ready to raise a little hell?
It didn't work.
Guess these'll take a little getting used to.
And they all live happily ever after. Gosh, I needed a feel-good tale this week, and this episode hit the mark for me. The show is good family fun, and it's a great show for younger horror audiences. I can see a whole family sitting down and watching in on their television in the den, and every member of the family enjoying something about this show. This episode may not be the best example of some of the spookier horror elements that the show explores, but it's so cheesy and feel-good that I loved it. I'll rate this a 9 out of 10 for monsters, and here's why. This show's target audience is much younger than a lot of the other stuff in the horror genre. I don't expect this show to scare me half to death while I'm watching it. I'm totally pleased if it's got a few horror elements and it's fun, which I would definitely describe this episode as. It's a really good time. The devil face makeup was spooktacular and great. It reminds me of the Oni from Dead by Daylight. Have you guys ever seen this series? If so, email me episodes you think I should cover. I'd be pleased to take a look. Every like, comment, and subscription help out the channel a bunch. A huge thank you to my patrons for making this video possible. The exclusive content on my Patreon is ever growing, and you can check it out if you'd like, just for a few dollars a month. If you'd like to connect on Instagram, check out my super cool paintings over at my art shop, or leave me content recommendations. All of that will be down below. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, stay spooky.